Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do an updated video on my system, especially since I'm no longer in rings. I am in a standard traveler's notebook, and also this is my Commonplace book. I'm going to try to focus mainly on the planner. Hopefully the video won't be too long and I'll be able to add the Commonplace book in at the end, but we'll see. They're both customs from Vanderspec. This is the B6 Codex. This is the Complete Nomad. They're both in the color Alezan, which is a TM or Touch Me leather, which is a buffalo leather, so it is very durable. And it also comes in smooth, or I guess Petra calls it pebbly leather, but I asked her for very textured for both of them and for lots of striations. Striations are my favorite, so she definitely delivered. So let's start with the meat and potatoes of my system. This is the Complete Nomad. Let me just take a seat. Which is the standard TN size for Vanderspec. It is not the special Nomad. I didn't need all of those pockets and the extra secretarial pocket. So I did make many customizations to this though. This has squared corners, A4 clasp. I widened it by 12 millimeters because I really like to chunk up my book. And I lengthened the clasp by 8 millimeters to be able to fit all of that. Gold popper, back pocket, and double pen loop. So let me just make sure I'm in frame. Yep, okay. So the reason that I added a double pen loop is I like to have a pen for writing on sticky notes, and this is a pretty quick drying pen as compared to the fountain pen that I carry. This is the Uniball 1 in the color beige. My fountain pen is a Sailor. It's the Line Friends collab. It's called Brown. So I guess we'll just get right into it. So this is the Nomad layout. It's standard in their TNs. This is a bookmark from May Paper Co. This is a cloth and paper card with my favorite flower on it, peonies. You'll see them all through my planner. I really only subscribed to the subscription box this came in for that card deck. This is from Sticky Monster Co. I think she's known now as Stylish and Minimal Co. This is her Velvet Touch cardstock. That's my initial, J for Jennifer, and that's the ribbon that I chose, which is chiffon. This is a If Found card. I'm not going to go over that because it has all of my information on it, but it's also from Stylish and Minimal Co. This is from Papery Planning. It's just, you'll see it actually further in my planner. It's just her color palette for her dots. This is from May Paper Co. I haven't filled it out yet because I just received it, but I am an English teacher, so the whole library card definitely fits my aesthetic. And this is from Baumkuchen. It is a postcard that says Embrace the Stillness, and it's on kind of like a linen paper. Okay. So this first thing that I have is from Moterm. It's not the Travelers Company brand. Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm going to have to take a couple sips of water here and there. I think the olive really lends itself well to the neutral color of the Alezan. So this front pocket of this wallet insert has sticky notes, mainly from cloth and paper, but also some from Amazon. And then these I printed forever ago from Hey Planner Girl. These are all of the planner sizes, and then this is how to size up or down anything that you're printing, like inserts. They come in very handy. And on the inside there are 3 pockets. These are page flags from cloth and paper in the color cashmere. It's my favorite colorway from them. This is a stencil from Off Grid Plans. I use it as a straight edge and then also to make check boxes for like to-do lists. I don't know if she's making them anymore. And these are also cloth and paper page flags in the color champagne. This is from Sterling Ink. She just came out with these TN booklets. The new leatherette covers are amazing from her, and Forest is definitely my favorite color. I think I bought every color, and Forest is my favorite. So I'm using this one. This is just a regular grid book for all of my meeting notes. Now that I am department chair this year, I have to keep track of the meetings that I have with administration, with admin. So I used a pencil to draw 2 lines. I keep the date of the meeting, the page number, and then also the description of the meeting. And it just looks like that. I have these in almost all of the inserts, at least 3 out of 4. They're the Jacques Bond blotting papers in white, and I just cut them down to size. This is a sticker page page marker, and again, it's a peony, which is my favorite. So I do use this to mark the page typically of where I am. I really like how it peeks out of the top of the planner. The back of this wallet insert is a zip, and I keep every single one of my stickers in there that I use in my planner. I'm a minimal planner in terms of I don't use stickers that have like pictures on them. I don't use washi tapes, but I do color code a lot, and you'll see how I make lists. So this is from Gracie Edits. It was a freebie. This is from Sticky Monster Co. These are from Sweet Caress Designs. And then the rest is from Papery Planning. I have a color coding system for her dots. And then I also have her custom scripts, which I love. They're my favorite. I can't wait till her shop reopens. I'm going to stock up just in case she closes again. And then this was her collab with Amanda Lee Plans, I believe. So this is literally every single sticker that I use in my planner. Nothing more, nothing less. Excuse me, I'm fighting this cold hard. So here is the reason that I switched to standard TN from Rings. Rings gives me the flexibility that I need. A bound book doesn't really do that. I need to be able to put things in and take things out. And the beauty of having booklets is you can do that. You can put a booklet in, you can take a booklet out, you can make different sections in them. But what's better about this, in my opinion, than Rings is I get to have the quality of paper that I love. I get to have Tomaway River paper from my fountain pens. So you get that wonderful crinkly feel that you would with a bound book, but you don't have to have one solid book for the whole year. And this is also why it helps me, because I'm a teacher. My year runs from August through July. So pre-dated things don't really work for me. This monthly that I have in here is from August through July. I think this actually even goes through September of the following year. And I need that. If I need to look back, say it's February, and I need to look back at a meeting that happened in October, I wouldn't have that. So I go by an academic calendar. All right, so this is Catspresso Co. Yes, Catspresso Co. A jelly dashboard. It does have the 6 small pockets for stickers or business card size things, and then also these 2 big back pockets. I don't really put a lot of deco in my planner. Like I said, I'm more of a minimal planner. Most of the deco is just in those front pockets. So these are from Paper Panda in the color Linen. I do have them in the color Pampas as well. And then the back cover, this is Paper Panda. This is the color palette that I have up front from Papery Planning, and these are also from Papery Planning. So these are from Paper Test Designs. These are the love of my life. I love the rose gold foiling on the front. I love the color of the covers. I love the color of the paper. The only thing I don't love is that it's not pre-dated, but like I said, that's hard for me because pre-dated is usually January through December. So what I use are these stamps from Amazon. And then also I use the Versa Magic Dewdrop, the chalk. I think it's called chalk ink, because that's pretty quick drying on Tomaway River paper. So I'm going to skip the first page of these because it has personal information. I did not fill in this blank spread, but like I said, it's there in case I need it. It's the beauty of these booklets. And then it begins with what I call my future log. So these stickers were not here. I filled these in. These are from Sterling Ink. She has not come out with hers for 2024 yet, so I'm patiently waiting on them. What I did was I used page flags from Cloth and Paper and sticky notes from Papery Planning to write out the rest of the months. But I use this area before I fill in my monthlies. I fill this out. So I get all of my faculty meeting and department meeting dates in September, all appointments that I've made ahead of time for me, my daughter, my husband are in here, professional development, birthdays, anything like that, I fill in here. If there is a date that has more than one thing, I highlight it and put the second thing down at the bottom. I mark off the page for the current, like, I guess you could say quarter, because this would be 1, 2, yeah. So first quarter, second quarter. using these Midori brass tabs since we're going from October to November. So like I said, this is my future planning area. And then I get into monthlies. I'm sorry, so before monthlies, this is where I'm keeping track of sick days and menstrual cycles and personal days. So menstrual cycles are this pink color, and this color indicates my daughter had a sick day. The darker color indicates that I had a sick day. We both were out this day because it was for a doctor for her, and I've done that for the whole year. That way, if I have pay time off, I can definitely make sure that it was logged correctly. Another blank spread I have not filled in, so there is room to grow for me here. And then here are my monthlies. So these stickers are from Sweet Caress Designs. I labeled the year and then all of the dates using those stamps. And I just use my fountain pen to fill in anything that's going to be happening for that month. And I use the dots. These are color coded. The pink ones are for my daughter. This color is for appointments, and this color is for work. And I've done that for the entire year. So this Midori page tab marks the current month, which is October. And like I said, this goes all the way to September of the next year. But I'm not going to be using it that long. I will be stopping in July. But it is nice while you're using it to have those 2 extra months in case you have something coming up and you can write it down. So it stops in September. Now there are blank pages at the back. I used these tabs from Sticky Monster Co. to mark these are paydays. I won't show you that, but I will show you the back, which is my childcare. It's labeled the same way in my payday section. These are all of the paydays that I have and when I pay and what I pay my babysitter. And then this is online orders. So I marked that with the finances tab. I used a pencil to draw the lines again, the date of my order, the place I ordered from, if it shipped, and if I received it. I don't mark down how much I have paid. And then I also have online sales, but I don't think I'm going to show you that either. And finally, this is my reading log. It took me forever to finish this book. I just wasn't into it. So we're moving on to the next one, but I did finish. And again, more pages. So weekly planner, this is where I live the most. I'm going to skip the first page again because it has my personal info. I use the 2-page spread up front for my page flags that I created. These are like task flags. I put these in for when it's trash day, when I have to pay bills, the babysitter, when there's a department meeting. You'll see there's a faculty meeting sticker and other ones further in here, or when there's a payday. These are from Lucy Plans Life, these little sticky notes. These are from Cloth and Paper, and I just printed using the Paper Test Designs template on here. My inbox is things that I could put in my to-do list, but I probably have to migrate them from week to week to week. So like longer term to-dos. And then a brain dump sticky note. This is what I'm doing. On the right-hand side is just a grid page. So I use a to-do sticker and I make a to-do list. The arrow means I had to move the task to the next week. And then the check mark means that I completed it. If it's an X, it means that the task was canceled. I use those same stickers to color code. You probably hear my kitten crying in the background. I apologize if you do. And I use those little coffee rings for things that I want to draw my attention to. So this website I found actually on TikTok, and it allows you to convert any article you find online to any reading level you need. So that's very helpful to me. And this was a podcast I wanted to listen to. These are those same sticky tabs from Sticky Monster Co. They're all in the color Velvet. They're very thick and durable. So these are for August through January. As you can see, I didn't have that much to do in the summer until here's the week before school. I'm sorry, it's 2 weeks before school. I set up my classroom, and then here's the first week of school. Everything comes piling in that first week. But you can see I use this script stickers. I use those stickers that are the dots for color coding. It's pretty much like a Hobonichi Weeks, but with a lot more space because you don't have those quotes at the bottom. But I just stamped all of the dates. The day of the week is already there, just like in the monthly, the day of the week is already there. And then that brings us to the current month. And I use a Traveler's Notebook brass clip to mark the current week. So all of the weeks are stamped with the dates. And I guess I could show you, even though there's not much on them. But they're all stamped with the dates. I went ahead and did that ahead of time. And then I used the page flags, like I said, for anything in the future like that. All right, so that's the end of my weeklies. There is a second one. I actually stocked up to have 2 full years worth of these inserts, but there will be a second one for the second half of the year. I may end up taking this book out and keeping both weeklies in here. I haven't decided yet. So this Catspresso Co. dashboard is the white floral one, and I ordered a fountain pen from Yoseka, their refresh pen, not the home pen, and it came with this beautiful brass, it's pretty much for a traveler's notebook. They have elastics on the front that close them. It's supposed to go there, but since I don't have that, I used it here to display it. This is a Stalogy that I ordered from Etsy from a seller that cuts Stalogies down. A5 is the same height, so this is an A5 Stalogy as a standard traveler's notebook, but it is a different width, so she cuts the width down. This one's in the color beige. I love this color. And I'm using this as my reference book. Ka does this. I forget her exact YouTube name. Ka's Design Studio, something like that. But it really inspired me. So what I did was, there's a lot of room to grow here again. I used these sticky tabs from Stylish and Minimal Co. I keep forgetting she changed her name. To mark the different sections, I created an index in the very front. So far in the index, personal items such as passwords for work, meeting notes, health log for my daughter. She had a major surgery a few years ago, so I like to keep track of all of her appointments. And then, like I said, there's tons of room. This is a half-year Stalogy. I think a full year might be a little too thick. You'd have to expand the spine of your book even more, but this is what I'm using. So I'm going to skip over the personal section. I can show you this bottom part of the second section. I just have a sticky note that reminds me of how much each part of our New York State Regents exam is worth, and then also what all of our marking periods, midterm and final, are worth. And these are all of my meeting notes from meetings of professional development that I want to keep the information from. Not every meeting I go to. So during 2020, we did a ton of PD in order to have like a vault of information for online learning. So this was Pear Deck, Go Guardian. So what I do is I highlight the title of the PD. I write when it happened, where it happened, who the presenter was, and then all of my notes. I love Stalogy paper. So again, these are all of my notes from professional development. And this brass tab marks when I can put the next one. The next part is my daughter's health log. So I just used a label maker to create that, and I used a pencil. The way that I draw my lines, I use a pencil board from Lauren Phelps Designs. This is, again, the peony one because they're my favorite flower. So I keep that tucked in the secretarial pocket in the back. And I highlight anything that needs to be done by me, and then I check off any of the questions that I had when they're answered. And just a brass tab again to mark where I can begin for her next appointment. Then I have all of this paper left. But this notebook will move from planner to planner with me no matter what my cover is, no matter what changes. So I had that in my rings planner, which was great because I would just move it from planner to planner. So now I have it again. This is from Sticky Monster Co. again. It's a pocket-sized dashboard. I asked her to not punch holes in it. It's that velvet cardstock again with my Instagram handle. This is from Aloe's Creative Corner, and I already went over that pen. In the back pocket, I just have the schedule for my school, the schedule for her school, and our bell schedule. And that's it for my planner. The love of my life now. And we'll move on to, I think we have time for my Commonplace book. me just make sure I'm in frame again. So this is a B6. It came from the Vanderspec, I guess you would call it like quick sale. Although it wasn't a sale, you had to pay a little bit extra to receive it because you received it in 5 working days. Their time limit is down to 4 weeks, which is amazing, but 5 days is even better. So I went with the B6 Codex. I added the front pocket, gold popper, square corners, no big back pocket on this one. I kept the layout the way that it was on the left, and because I don't really decorate this as much, my Commonplace book is really just a place for me to keep quotes that I find as I'm reading anything that really resonate with me that I might want to go back to later. So this is my If Found card. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I apologize. I'm really fighting this cold hard, guys. I think this was from Gracie Edits. It was a freebie. And then this is from Papery Planning. It says, trust the process. These card slots are a little tight, but I think it's because this is pretty new. This is from Salty 22. This is from Queen City Designs. It's the gold foil. And then the bottom one is also, geez, Jen, get it together, is also from Salty 22. I haven't put anything down here yet. This is a thank you card from Paper Test Designs, but I love the paper she printed it on, so I kept it, and I like it peeking out there. This is from May Paper Co. It's keeping track of my reading. And then this is a B6 Stalogy. I was in a sterling ink, like 520-page book, but the old covers that she had before she switched to these new leatherettes bent in a wonky way, and it drove me crazy, so I switched back to a Stalogy. So Traveler's Company clip again, Lauren Phelps design cover with the peony, Queen City Designs, Sticky Monster Co. And then no one ever writes on this first page, do they? This is the title of the book I was reading and the author, and then any quotes or even words that I didn't know, I look up and I write the definition for. And then when I get to a new book, I change the ink, and that's how I know it's another book. In the back, well, so, and I did not heighten this, guys. This clear cover fit in here. It was a tight fit, but it did fit. These papers are just like samples from Paper Penguin Co. And I use them just to get my pen writing when it stops, if I've had it open too long. Alice Creative Corner again. And then this is the Sailor Nuts pen. All of my Sailor pens have medium fine nibs. I think that's it. So I hope I didn't go through that too quickly, but I wanted to be able to fit it all into one video. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And I hope to film another video soon because I did order some Mo-Term Traveler's Notebook covers just to compare and really be able to beat them up like when I'm on vacation or things like that. And then also I ordered a Janet Leather Brown Complete Nomad in the same specs as this one. So that should be here November 8th, I believe it ships. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day.